This feels like a palate cleanser from all of the pain. This album is such a freaking... It is such a masterpiece. Hello friends, it's LC. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you're returning, welcome back. First of all, I just want to say I'm so sorry for how long it took me to upload this reaction. March was a very, very difficult month for me. I really just had to spend time with family and take care of myself, so obviously YouTube suffered as a result, but I feel like prioritizing myself and my family is always going to be number one. But I still feel bad about how long it took me to upload this, but we are now back, and I will be reacting to the last 4 songs on the INVU album from Taeyeon, which is No Love Again all the way to ending credits. So Mademoiselle Taeyeon has been through the ringer in this album, so how is this going to come to a close? I'm also really looking forward to not having to add this album to my queue and then remove the last 4 songs from it every single time when I listen to it on Spotify. So I'm very much looking forward to getting the full picture of this album now. So let's get started, but before you do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel.
12 seconds later.
For today's beverage of the day, we have some Moscato Rosé. It is a sparkling and very sweet rosé. And this insulated cup keeps it nice and cold and crisp. Alright, so first up we have No Love Again from Taeyeon. So, No Love Again. Can't imagine this being a upbeat, positive song, because where we left off on this album with Heart was on a more positive note, especially compared to the other songs in this album. So are we gonna kind of backtrack here a bit? Let's listen to No Love Again. Oh. Oh, I was not expecting that. It's like that beat. Oh, I love it when she goes into her lower register. Why do you need someone else? Oh, it's like a pop banger. The instrumental like doesn't quite go with the lyrics. Like you wouldn't know the subject matter of the song by just the tune. A lot of friends that will smile for me. She's a good support system. She almost like went into it knowing she was gonna get hurt. Man, this album just touches on so many different like genres and vibes. Like there's somewhat of a nostalgic element to the song, kind of like mid-2000s pop. Makes me think of like a Kelly Clarkson song for some reason. Not that hard to forget you. Make a pledge to myself. So she's just like fully quitting. No more love. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like, again, I was getting these like Kelly Clarkson vibes, but I think it was like Since You've Been Gone, maybe that was like that for some reason was coming up in my head with this song. But it's so interesting to me how many like different notes that she's touching on, different notes that she's singing, but different notes that she's touching on about like love and failed relationships in this album, because there have been parts of this album where like INVU where she's saying like, but I can't love you even though I do. And it feels like despite herself, the love is still there. But here, it's almost like that whole comment about someone saying she sounds like she's been divorced 6 times, because here she's almost saying like, no more. No, she's almost saying that. She is saying that. She's like, no more of this. I'm done, because I can't keep getting hurt, or like I can't keep going into the same thing and expecting different results, which is obviously really unfortunate, because like, you know, going into a relationship thinking that it's going to fail already, you're almost like setting yourself up to fail, to not like give yourself completely to the relationship. But then in the case of this song, it seems like, you know, it's actually just the other person who likes someone else. So I could see how she feels the way that she feels, of like, why do I even bother anymore? Why do I try? Like the lies that I fall for every time. Now I'm sick of everything. No love again. It's just a daydream. It's just a fantasy that will disappear, as in like, love is not real. It's an illusion. So, you know, there's part of me that's like, your feelings about this are valid and extremely valid based on your experiences that you've had. But the other part of me is just like, no, Taeyeon, don't feel that way. You'll find love someday. Just keep trying. So these like feelings feel at odds with one another, and saying things like, I build the walls even higher so that you can't climb over, where it's just so hard to build an authentic connection with someone unless you let those walls drop. But this line of, there's a lot of friends that'll smile for me, I hope this means that she has like a good support system that she's able to fall back on. I can't handle the thought of Taeyeon being alone and having to go through this by herself. So I hope these friends of her treat her well. If not, I'll be your friend, Taeyeon. But okay, the next song that we have here is You Better Not. This feels like a threat of like, you better not break my heart again, or I'm coming for you. You know what? I kind of hope she's vaguely threatening somebody in this, because she's been through enough. I'm done with her getting her heart broken repeatedly. So is this her like taking a stand, and we're gonna see how the shenanigans and tomfoolery from all these people treating her this way end? Let's listen to You Better Not. Very dreamy. Shake my head at these people. Interesting. That tune. And the like guitars in the background. Talk about like 2000s throwback. Yeah. It's super nostalgic. Oh, no. Like, where are these trash men that she's finding? Like, where is she finding them? I want to know so I can avoid that. Avoid that place. Yeah, that little like guitar, the acoustic guitar bit felt super nostalgic. Do you know what it makes me think of? Is like a Hilary Duff song. I used to love Hilary Duff so much. Yeah, this song, like, it's so funny how she'll jump from genre to genre within this album. But, you know, I'm not gonna lie, this song didn't quite resonate with me as much as some of the other songs have. Like, I certainly didn't dislike this song. Like, I really enjoyed the melody and the chorus and that, like, nostalgic element to it. But I don't know, the meaning of this song didn't have, like, a significant grip on me. Maybe if I look at some of the lyrics a bit more closely. Like, it's funny because I think my favorite line of the song is the very first one where she says, every time when I give my everything, you wanted more than that. It's like, I give you 100% of me, all of me, and that's still like not enough for you. That's why I really want to know where she's finding all these problematic people, because I just want to like save her from the misery. But yeah, if you really love this song, or this is like one of your favorites on the album, I would love to hear from you what makes this like one of your favorites on the album. Because like, I guess for me, it's just like, I don't know what this song adds that none of the other songs are adding, if that makes sense. Because I would genuinely love to know, and I would love for you to tell me if you think I'm wrong. And that's what I love about music, you know, is like, even though there's objectively good music, there's still so much subjectivity to music, you know? And again, it's not even that I dislike this song, because I just feel like I don't have much to say about it. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I would again be curious to hear what you have to say. But next here we are getting a song that had been a single that was previously released in 2021 called Weekend. So we're going to be watching the music video for this one. So it's an interesting choice to add this song to the album, especially at the very end. So I'm curious where this like fits into the narrative of the whole album, and if maybe even there was inspiration for the INVU album that was drawn like from this song specifically. But I feel like just from this shot, I know that I'm going to like this, because one, I love her jacket, I love the color, and I love tweed, and then I also love her nails. I broke my nail yesterday, so I'm going to get mine done tomorrow, and I feel like this is inspiration. So yeah, let's listen to Weekend by Taeyeon. Groovy. Ooh. Like disco pop. I love a good disco pop song. Oh gosh. Can you imagine being on a pink plane? This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love the vibe of this. It's so like laid back. This feels so different from the rest of the album. Oh! It's so like light and airy. And this outfit too, the pink one feels like 2000s too. Ooh, a rap. Oh, and the old school MacBook, or iMac. Remember having those at my elementary school. Oh, I love all the Chanel. And just all the colors and the aesthetic of this, I love. And her eye makeup too. This feels like a palette cleanser from all of the pain. Even though I know technically this came first. I just want to dance. Like, I want to work at this place where she's working. Like, I can just feel the stress leaving my body just watching this. Feels like such a weight lifted. I like the camera tilting too for that dance move. It's okay to do whatever I feel like. I wish I could absorb that. It's okay to just walk around. See, I feel like this was so relatable because there's so many weekends where I'll feel like I need to be productive and do a lot for it to feel like, you know, I accomplished something, or that I just like didn't waste my entire weekend, you know? There have been those weekends sometimes where like I've really needed a break and just to do nothing, and then at the end of the weekend I'll be like upset with myself, or I'll do a whole bunch of stuff and get a bunch done, and then at the end of the weekend been like, oh, I wish I could have relaxed more. And it's so hard. It's so hard to strike that balance. But yeah, going back to Taeyeon, like I feel like she probably feels that 100 times more than what I feel for my own life, because she's probably just so busy all the time. And so just being able to have like a weekend to be a weekend, or like have any time off at all, must feel like so refreshing and needed. And that's kind of what this song felt like, was just like very refreshing and light and uplifting, and everything she talked about just sounded so pleasant. And there's parts where she's like startled when she's not rushing around. Like a full glass of brewed coffee, I'll have it iced very relaxedly. Suddenly I look at the clock. It's already 12 o'clock, but there isn't any rush. Like that sounds so nice. Then I yawn and give myself a big stretch and think, what should I do today? Oh, isn't that the nicest feeling in the world? And that's another part of it too, is I feel like I really want to be able to relish that while I can, because like 2-3 years from now, I'm going to be a mom, or at least I hope I'm going to be a mom. That type of time to me will be you know, a luxury soon, of just like having nothing to do and no responsibilities. Like, oh, it's the nicest feeling in the world. And like another thing about this music video is it's actually nice to see her smile, because literally not once, except for when I reacted to that Girls' Generation video, have I seen Taeyeon smile. And like, look at her, her smile is beautiful. Like, it fills my heart. But like, yeah, I'll go on a drive. It's okay to just walk around. I'll just leave it to wherever my feet end up. Like, that sounds wonderful. And for one day, ignoring the world's stories, yeah, oh, I feel that, because like my job, basically, I have to know what's going on in the news at all times. So like I cannot disconnect. And there's also like a childlike innocence to it, especially when she's like riding along on her scooter with like the ribbons in her hair, where she's like approaching her weekend from that place of like childlike wonder, of just being so like in the moment, the way that kids are, and so like carefree. So yeah, there's probably so much joy, especially knowing that Taeyeon is happy and smiling, because like this just like one song after the other, her being so miserable was just like, oh, it was eating away at me, despite me absolutely loving the music that was coming out of it. So yeah, a nice little palette cleanser here before we end off the album with ending credits. So this absolute freaking masterpiece of an album is coming to a close. And you know, part of me again is just like happy for the pain of hers to end, but I'm also sad for myself that like there's no more of this album. Because you know, if I had listened to this album last year and had done a like rankings of my favorite albums of 2022, like this would have been probably number one. Like ATEEZ is my alt group and their Movement EP was fantastic, but I don't know, I think this edges it out. But you know, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. We haven't finished the album quite yet, but I already feel like, you know, reflective because of just like the name of the song and the fact that we're here at the end. I just feel like I've gone on such a journey with her, you know, like we've been through some shit together. So I'm curious to see how she puts a period at the end of this sentence. So yeah, let's listen to ending credits. This does feel like a movie soundtrack song, so far at least. Yeah, this does feel like movie soundtracky. Ooh. This is beautiful. Ugh, I feel like emotional. That instrumental is so powerful. My name carved in the deep darkness. This feels like closure. After all she went through. Yeah, I love how dreamy. Ow, it just bit my cheek. But I love how dreamy this feels. Forget the past time. Oh, leave now to find my story again. Hope you'll be happy. Oh. I actually feel like so many things. I don't know where all this emotion is coming from, but like, ooh. Oh. Oh, holy cow, what a way to end this album. It just felt like, you know, I was talking about a period at the end of the sentence of this album, but this felt like 10 exclamation points, you know, in terms of just like the intensity. And it almost feels like a buildup of everything from the rest of this album, like leading into like the intensity of this. And it just like, it feels so monumental of her finally arriving to this place of like closure. And I was just like hanging on her every word at the end of that, of loved with my whole heart, forget the past times. I'll leave now to find my story again. You at your place, hope you will be happy. Like the end, we have finally come to the ending credits of, you know, she's forging her own path now, and she's a bit more like hardened than she was at the beginning. But like it feels like, based on the power of this song, that like she's stronger now, you know, that she's left this whole ordeal better than when she started, and that she's like at peace with everything that happened. Oh, like that gives me chills. Like this album is such a freaking it is such a masterpiece. And part of me is kind of sad that I went more than a year without this in my life when it could have been in my life sooner. Because like INVU, I think, is one of my favorite K-pop songs. Like not even just of 2022. I would say like INVU is in my top 5 K-pop songs like ever. And maybe even this album is in my top 5 K-pop albums ever, which now makes me sad that I don't own it. I'm gonna have to go buy it now, because like it just makes you feel so many things, you know? And like she isn't just a fantastic vocalist, she is also so good at portraying emotion through her vocals. So she is the queen, she is an icon, she must be protected at all costs, and if she releases a new album anytime soon, I will be first in line to buy it. I will be first in line to buy tickets to her concert. And I just feel so privileged to have been able to listen to this album, and that Taeyeon was willing to like go to the places that she went to create this art. Just thank you, Taeyeon. Thank you for this masterpiece. And now I'm just kind of like sad it's over, because, you know, I know there's more Taeyeon music out there, but will it live up to the magic of INVU? You'll have to tell me, because I do plan on doing a reaction to her Killing Voice performance. I'm still thinking about how much I'm going to like go back into her discography, if I'm going to listen to all of the songs that she performs in Killing Voice first, or do a reaction video to that. So if you think I should just go straight to Killing Voice, or if there's any other albums or songs or music videos that you think I should check out, then let me know in the comments. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments, because I would love, love, love to hear from you. I would love to talk about this album more, because it's just, oh, I think if you're watching this video, you agree with me. That is just so, so good. So friends, thank you so much for joining me on this INVU journey. And again, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate you sticking it out all the way to the end here with me. And I also want to thank my patrons for making all of my videos happen. My patrons have access to exclusive weekly reactions, as well as my YouTube schedule for the month and behind the scenes content. And then my $5 patrons have early access to my YouTube videos, the ability to vote on the content of a YouTube video once per month, and a shout out at the end of every single one of my YouTube videos. So an extra special, I always mess that up. So an extra special thank you to my $5 patrons, who are Abby, Isaiah Life, Catherine W, Catherine H, CM, Chris Mary R, Desiree, MJN, Aaron M, Grace T, Hope to Dust, Jazzberry, Jennifer O, JLA, Kirsten, Chris M, Kulisek, Leah B, No Name, Raindrop, Sandy W, Sophia S, Tiffers, and Vicos. If you would like to help support my channel and enjoy some exclusive content, you can visit me at patreon.com/laurenclaire. But until my next Taeyeon video, who knows what that's going to be at this point, I hope you are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.